Healthy eating.
Come and eat here. Wang Peng sat in his empty restaurant, feeling very frustrated. It had been a very strange morning. Usually he got up early and prepared his menu of barbecued mutton kebabs, roast pork, stir-fried vegetables, and fried rice. Then by lunchtime they would all be sold. By now his restaurant ought to be full of people, but not today. Why was that? What could have happened? He thought of his mutton, beef, and bacon cooked in the hottest, finest oil. His cola was sugary and cold, and his ice cream was made of milk, cream, and delicious fruit. Nothing could be better, he thought. Suddenly he saw his friend Li Cheng hurrying by. "Hello, Lao Li," he called. "Your usual?" But Li Cheng seemed not to hear. What was the matter? Something terrible must have happened if Li Cheng was not coming to eat in his restaurant as he always did. Wang Peng followed Li Cheng into a new small restaurant. He saw a sign in the window. "Tired of all that fat? Want to lose weight? Come inside Yong Hui's slimming restaurant. Only slimming foods served here. Make yourself thin again." Curiosity drove Wang Peng inside. It was full of people. The hostess, a very thin lady, came forward. "Welcome," she said. "My name is Yong Hui. I'll help you lose weight and be fit in 2 weeks if you eat here every day." Then she gave a menu to Wang Peng. There were few choices of food and drink on it, just rice, raw vegetables served in vinegar, fruit, and water. Wang Peng was amazed, and especially at the prices. It cost more than a good meal in his restaurant. He could not believe his eyes. He threw down the menu and hurried outside. On his way home he thought about his own menu. Did it make people fat? Perhaps he should go to the library and find out. He could not have Yong Hui getting away with telling people lies. He had better do some research. At the library, Wang Peng was surprised to find that his restaurant served far too much fat, and Yong Hui's far too little. Even though her customers might get thin after eating Yong Hui's food, they were not eating enough energy-giving food to keep them fit. They would become tired very quickly. Wang Peng felt more hopeful as he drove back home. Perhaps with a discount and a new sign he could win his customers back. So he wrote, "Want to feel fit and energetic? Come and eat here. Discounts today. Our food gives you energy all day." The competition between the two restaurants was on. A week later, Wang Peng's restaurant was nearly full, and he felt happier. Perhaps he would be able to earn his living after all, and not have to close his restaurant. He did not look forward to being in debt because his restaurant was no longer popular. He smiled as he welcomed some customers warmly at the door, but the smile left his face when he saw Yong Hui walking in. She did not look happy, but glared at him. "May I ask what you were doing in my restaurant the other day? I thought you were a new customer, and now I know that you only came to spy on me and my menu," she shouted. "Please excuse me," he calmly explained. "I wanted to know where all my customers had gone last week. I followed one of them and found them in your restaurant. I don't want to upset you, but I found your menu so limited that I stopped worrying and started advertising the benefits of my food. Why don't you sit down and try a meal?" Yong Hui agreed to stay, and soon they were both enjoying dumplings and breast of chicken cooked with garlic. When they were served the ice cream, Yong Hui began to look ill. "I feel sick with all this fat and heavy food," she said. "I miss my vegetables and fruit." Wang Peng was enjoying a second plate of dumplings, so he sighed. "Yes," he added, "and I would miss my dumplings and fatty pork." "Don't you get tired quickly?" "Well, I do have to rest a lot," admitted Yong Hui. "But don't you think it would be better if you were a bit thinner? I'm sure you'd feel much healthier." They began to talk about menus and balanced diets. According to my research, neither your restaurant nor mine offers a balanced diet, explained Vang Pang. I don't offer enough fiber and you don't offer enough bodybuilding and energy-giving food. Perhaps we ought to combine our ideas and provide a balanced menu with food full of energy and fiber. So that is what they did. They served raw vegetables with the hamburgers and boiled the potatoes rather than frying them. They served fresh fruit with the ice cream. In this way, they cut down the fat and increased the fiber in the meal. Their balanced diets became such a success that before long, Vang Pang became slimmer, and Young Hui put on more weight. After some time, the two found that their business cooperation had turned into a personal one. Finally, they got married and lived happily ever after.